If you're having trouble controlling recoil in Apex Legends, this one trick I'm going to show you will literally change the way you play the game. In this video, I'm going to be explaining what this technique is, exactly how to do it, and how you can apply it in your games. Let's get into it. Now, Apex Legends has been out for a long time now, so this technique isn't new. Just slightly misunderstood. Many players have been doing this for a long time without fully understanding the details of why it's happening. So naturally, as a game's lifespan matures, more testing is done with game mechanics and information is discovered, which gives us a better understanding on topics like recoil control. So the way this mechanic works is when you move your crosshair at a certain speed, the game gets rid of most of your vertical recoil, essentially smoothing out your aim, allowing you to track your targets better. That's why this mechanic is called recoil smoothing. Now, the way most people understand this is by holding a movement input in one direction while aiming in the opposite direction. So if you strafe left, aim right, and if you strafe right, aim left. And while this is the most common way to apply recoil smoothing, it's not necessarily the only way to recoil smooth. Technically, you don't even need to move to get recoil smoothing. It really only depends on how fast you're moving your crosshair. This is why most people think strafing is what gives you recoil smoothing, because when you strafe to one side and move your crosshair to the other side, you're hitting that crosshair speed threshold where the recoil smoothing kicks in. Now, the further away you are, the harder it's going to be to apply recoil smoothing because you're not going to be moving your crosshair as far. So this is where you're going to still need to learn about recoil control to balance out your aim in different situations. Recoil control will help you with the really long distance shots where recoil smoothing won't kick in. Now, instead of going to the firing range and practicing recoil patterns, work on applying recoil smoothing and get a feel of how fast you need to move your crosshair to negate the recoil pattern. Get comfortable tracking using different strafe patterns so this technique eventually becomes muscle memory. Now, a few things to keep in mind. While this technique does make controlling recoil extremely easy, this technique alone will not turn you into a great player. Now, having good aim helps a ton, but there's a lot more to Apex than raw mechanical skill. So if you want more tips on how to dominate in Apex Legends, check out this next video.